Oh, this is going to mean to you so much what's going to take place at the beginning of this week. What a nice reward, my gorgeous Erini, you're going to have. This is going to mean to you so much. This is going to put a really nice smile on your face. It is something that you have done within the last couple of months, okay? Within the last couple of months there is a certain move you made, my gorgeous Erini, and right now at the beginning of this week you are going to be rewarded for this. So it's to do with a nice achievement, and right now, as soon as you become aware of this achievement, as I said, this is going to mean to you a lot, and you are going to make such a smart move after this moment in time. All I can say to you is right now, as always, as usual, you need to follow your intuition. It is not only about what you've done within the last couple of months. It is not only about which choice you exactly made in order to have this really sweet reward right now. But at the moment, what's really important is, to follow your intuition when it comes to, the next step based on this that you are going to make. Okay, this is your sign. This is your clear indication which direction in life you really need to follow. My gorgeous Erini, now it's time to reorganize your life, because at this moment in time your priorities in life are going to change. Okay, so not only not only you're going to have this really nice achievement, but at the same time you are going to be so excited and you're going to be focusing a lot on what your next step is going to be. Okay, and as I said, this is the clear direction in life you really need to follow. And because you are, to be quite honest with you, you are going to see clearly now, my gorgeous Erini. You will be able to see the bigger picture, okay? And especially when it comes to, which successful foundation have you laid? Okay, so now you need to keep going with this. As I said, this is the part of direction you really need to follow, because it's going to lead towards an absolutely incredible achievement. Something really major is going to come out of it. And in exactly 1 year time from now on, because of this, your life is going to be completely different. Okay, in the best possible way, of course. And also, my gorgeous Erini, when it comes to the beginning of this week, you know what? You're going to hear something that you're not going to like, but it's nothing to do with you. What are you going to hear is going to be based on this other person, somebody really nice, somebody very sensitive, somebody very emotional. It's about that particular person who you really like. But what are you going to hear is that somebody is like being really controlling, to this person, and you're not going to like this. And this sensitive, beautiful person, this sensitive, emotional person, it's somebody who somebody rather close to you. This person means to you so much, and at the same time you were aware of the fact that there is a certain person who is around this person who is not a really nice person whatsoever. This other person who is not a nice person is dominating this person like so much, and is using this person as well. So there is something really specific you're going to hear, and the first thing that's going to be about these two people, and the first thing on your mind, it's going to be like, oh my God, that person is so controlling to this other person. And it's just like you really need to kind of explain to this person, this sensitive person in your life. You need to talk to this person. You need to, go and see this person and try to explain what's on your mind. And you're gonna be blown away what this person is gonna tell you. I'm afraid there is no other way of saying this, but what you're gonna hear, what that person is gonna tell you, it's really gonna blow you away, and you're gonna have some kind of alarm, within you. You're gonna find this quite alarming, and I'm afraid, my gorgeous Serini, like I said, there is no other way of saying this, but this particular person is literally going to need rescuing, seriously. Okay, and now I'm gonna leave that, up to you. I'm gonna leave that down to you. It is somebody who you know really well, so do you know what I mean? So you will kind of know how to go around it, how to go about it, but you really need to say what's on your mind, and you need to be completely honest. Through this situation, my gorgeous Serini, you're also going to be reminded yourself of something that you forgot about, something official, something legal, something even to do, maybe even to do with some kind of a court case. There is something really important that you're going to be reminded through this situation yourself. And also, my gorgeous Aries, when it comes to the meat part of this week, do you know what? You are going to feel seriously like you want to clear clutter. You want to clear out the clutter. You're going to feel like, oh my God, certain things are going to start to get on your nerves in your immediate environment around you. But the bottom line is you're just going to literally feel like, oh my God, I want to clear out the clutter. And just let yourself go with this. Let yourself go with this. It is a very specific vibration you are at the same time going to create, because the moment in time you find yourself clearing out the clutter, for example, you are suddenly, going to have this really intuitive message, okay? You are gonna remember this wise advice someone gave you, but you weren't in the right frame of mind to accept this and to understand this back then. Okay, so that's why you will be able to see this kind of information, to understand this advice, to absorb this advice at this point in time, from a completely different angle. So you are going to remember now suddenly this wise advice that somebody gave you, and now you will understand what that person meant. And it's about you, it's about you being irrational, it's about you being irrational, and by you being irrational, you kind of caused a conflict in between you and somebody else, but you didn't mean to do that. You didn't want to do that. You didn't mean to do that. And now you will be able to see what you weren't able to see before. Now you will be able to understand what you weren't able to understand before. And you are going to feel like a little bit guilty. And all I can say to you is just go to resolve this conflict. Go to resolve this conflict, like if you possibly can, immediately. And sometimes we all make mistakes in life. It's okay, but it's important for you to resolve this conflict, because this particular person is somebody really nice and somebody who is indeed meant to be in your life. This person is going to be in your life forever, and in like about a couple of years time you're going to forget about this. You're not even going to remember this. It's just one of those things that can be so poisonous and so dangerous if we leave them for too long. Do you know what I mean? Because people fall out for when it comes to such a stupid, silly things, and in few years' time, people don't even remember why they fell out in the first place. You don't want this situation to go on that level. So unnecessary. And also, my gorgeous Erini, like when it comes to the midweek, it's about this like kind of really older person, very wise person who doesn't talk a lot, but person who is like very passionate. That you're going to come across this person at around the midweek, and all what you're going to connect to through their own, you will connect to this person's passion. And this person is really going to inspire you. This person is really going to impress you. In fact, this person is going to have a mind-blowing impact on your life and on your energy, because now you are going to be thinking about certain things in life. and you're going to be while you're looking at this person, but you are going to be focusing on something really specific that this person is going to for some reason remind you of, some kind of a problem, some kind of a very difficult issue you have been worrying about quite a lot within the last 5 months in particular. It did become like a bit of a burden within the last couple of months, for example, and very often at night you would worry about it, and this in itself has really affected this problem, this personal issue you don't like to talk to people about. This has affected your own freedom, and it affected you in such a way where you just couldn't set healthy boundaries in your life, and you couldn't do what you wanted to do. It affected you mentally, and it affected you spiritually. Okay, so through this particular person, you are going to realize exactly what do you need to do, you know, when it comes to that problem. How do you need to resolve this issue? It's something that you're going to need to do, that you need to be so brave, you know, but you are gonna really kind of feel confident at this stage, so it's going to be absolutely fine. And by the time you get to the last part of this week, do you know what, my gorgeous Erini, you really are gonna kind of realize you're gonna realize something really important, you know. You're gonna realize something so important at around the end of this week. And what are you gonna realize is how to kind of, you know, save money in general in life, how to protect things that belong to you. You're gonna be thinking a lot about things like this, for example. And the more you think about it, the more you're gonna realize that there is some kind of a compromise you are going to need to make, and by making that compromise you are going to have like your financial situation is going to be so much better, but you making some kind of a compromise, and that compromise is going to be consisting of not you giving something away, but you committing yourself to something which is going to be ever so rewarding for you, especially when it comes to your money, and especially when it comes to your finances, and especially when it comes to your future in general. And there is one more thing I wanted to say, my gorgeous Erini. At around the end of this week, you are going to have a sign. You are going to have this omen. You are going to see a horse. You are going to see a horse, my gorgeous Erini. Maybe you are going to see that horse literally outside somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you're just going to see that horse on television. Maybe you're going to see that horse in the book somewhere. Maybe you're going to see that horse on the internet. It really depends how you're going to see this sign, but you will know the moment in time you come across this horse, you will know that that moment in time is going to be sacred. There is something so divine going to be about this horse. There is something so beautiful going to be about this horse. There is even something so angelic going to be about this horse. It's all about spirituality, this horse is going to be. Seriously. So you will know, like, oh my God, so beautiful, so divine, so gorgeous. This is going to get your attention, my gorgeous Erini. But there are two messages that this horse is going to bring you. What you need to understand is two things right now, this stage of your life. Number one, freedom is yours to do whatever you want to do in this life. Okay, freedom is yours to do whatever you want to do in this life. And number two is, you know, you are never alone. You are never alone. That's another message that this, you know, a beautiful animal is bringing you. So now, my gorgeous Erini, I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Let's just see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Okay. Let's just see, my gorgeous Erini. Ooh la la, do you see this? Somebody's going to need your help. I'm sorry, but somebody's going to need your help. Okay, and this person, it's not going to be like it's not going to be as obvious. This person is not going to ask you, hey, can you help me? But somebody's having like a really kind of financial difficulties around you. And that person is too proud to admit that they're having financial difficulties. And I think that this is going to be obvious to you when it comes to this week. Something is going to happen. And you will know that this particular person has some kind of financial difficulties, but they are so, like, you know, too proud to say anything. And it is somebody who is like one of the main people in your life, my gorgeous Erini, you know. And sometimes we just have to, like, kind of, you know, go and help people. But before we do that, we need to use our own intuition. Do you know what I mean? Like in this particular case, that person is going to do something or say something, or this person is going to act in a certain way, and based on that, you will know that that person needs financial help. So that's why I need you to open your mind, and if you can help this person, it would be fantastic. And if you can't help this person financially, then maybe you can do something else to help. Maybe you can come up with some kind of a solution. Maybe you're going to be better off, two of you, to try to come up with a solution than one person. Do you know what I mean? So just try to kind of like really go forward and help this person. And this, my gorgeous Erin, it's going to get back to you so much karmically, of course. Absolutely. I mean, it's very, very important for you to do this. Hello, my gorgeous people. I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mug Collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mugs designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions, and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a full moon fuel, a lunar inspired mug for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mugs, they are intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all 3. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you. Hello, my gorgeous people. Just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions. And the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.